Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Monday, March 10th, 2025. Now, on Friday, as widely reported in the Eric Adams case, Paul Clement, pretty much as expected, came down that it should be dismissed, but he says with prejudice to remove the taint of Eric Adams being a puppet. That's as many people would say. Now, after that, Emile Beauvais of the Department of Justice replied that it should be done without prejudice, meaning that the case could be revived, and he attached to that a bunch of messages between Sassoon and others, pretty much trashing Damian Williams for having started his own website and written the op-ed and apparently wanting to run for office. All of this was submitted under seal. Now, we of course would have made a request to unseal it, as we have one pending to unseal every sealed document in the case, but Judge Ho's never acted on that. I don't know. Those are all pending. We'll see what happens. There was a request put in, and we'll see whether now the various pending unsealing motions before Judge Ho get acted on. They're in the docket, and neither side has seen fit to respond to it. They feel like it's a private situation between the two of them. That's not how it should be in the courts. Just say that. It's an interesting thing. Now, today is the actual beginning of the Iran via Azerbaijani organized crime murder for hire plot against Ms. Ahmadinejad of Brooklyn. There'll be jury selection today. I saw an article in which she said she's going to testify today. I don't think it's going to be today. I doubt very much you can pick a jury in one day and get to any kind of evidence. I don't even think we'll be opening arguments today. But we're going to be covering that Iran trial because it's absolutely unbelievable. And it has it all. Speaking of foreign policy, got to go into this one. Inner City Press has reported a series of exclusive scoops from UN whistleblowers, the UN mission in Colombia. And a lot of them have focused around a kind of chief of staff there. His name is Wang Yang, and what the staff there say, and these are not like anti-CCP activists, but they say that this guy, Mr. Wang Yang, basically only has his position because the mission and the UN in general wants to stay on the good graces of the CCP, or of China and a veto-wielding major power in the UN, and that Mr. Yang Wang doesn't really speak Spanish at all, which you'd think would be a qualification for being the chief of staff or any kind of a bigwig in a mission in a Spanish-speaking country known as Colombia. But apparently not. And they say, as we've written about today, that his one requirement of staff, who say the only word he knows is arepas, his one requirement of staff is that they be at their desk all the time, that he doesn't care if they're watching YouTube videos or playing cards. They just have to be in the desk. So there's an ombudsman heading down from the UN because they want to put this to bed. The articles, supposedly the articles are actually, Inner City Press has caused something of an uproar there. And I say that's what they say. I don't know. I'm not able to enter the UN, so I can't tell you. I know that in the noon briefing they don't answer any questions about it. It's just all among friends. But the ombudsman is heading down there, but conveniently, Mr. Wang Yang is heading on vacation. Sorry for the alarms. I think I'm going to end this earlier. It seems like someone's arriving to a court today. Maybe Ahmadinejad. To be continued.